Hello everyone. Today's I'm going to show you a very special recipe and which is world famous. Guess what? It's a butter chicken or murgh makhani. So there's a history about this butter chicken. Is actually someone name is Kundan Lal Gujral in 1950 in Delhi, India. Delhi is the capital of India. Somebody by accident created this recipe which is butter chicken or murgh makhani. Today I'm going to show you how you can make a real and healthy butter chicken. Also I'm going to show you how much it's going to cost us to make this 100% organic. This chicken is organic chicken and this is very good chicken. I like this chicken. This is air chilled. If you notice when this says air chilled, that is the good one, and it's organic. And look, it's $5. These are drumsticks. I have all the whole spices. I'm using two big brown cardamom, and if you don't have this brown one, it's not very common in people's house, so don't worry. And I'm using green cardamom, 5 teaspoon of black peppercorn, and I'm using cumin seed, 1 tablespoon, and cinnamon stick I'm using like 1.5 inch. I'm using coriander seed like 2 tablespoon. And if you don't have this, it's okay, you can use powder, coriander powder, or if you don't have any of this, you can use powder. But this whole spice give you like nice flavor. And I'm using like 8 clove of garlic, 2-inch ginger. I'm using cup and a half of fresh tomato. You can use Roma tomato, you can use wine tomatoes. You can say 1 tablespoon of lemon juice from the fresh lemon, and half green chili I'm using. This is jalapeno. If you don't have, you don't worry about that, you just use red chili powder, kasuri methi or fenugreek leaves, dry fenugreek leaves. So I'm using just a little bit, maybe 1 tablespoon, and salt to taste. And this is turmeric I'm using 2 teaspoons of turmeric powder. I'm using this whole butter. So this is butter chicken. You want like nice amount of butter. First thing first, I'm going to roast this whole spices. All this whole spices, which is cardamom, green cardamom, brown cardamom, cinnamon stick, cumin seed, coriander seed, black peppercorn, and 2 clove also I'm using. Just roast them in like a lightly, roast them in just low heat. What I'm going to do, I'm going to break this brown cardamom and green cardamom. So how you will know they are done? How? You will see they're gonna start popping, and plus you will start to smelling spices, and it's happening both right now. So they're done. You can see this popping right now, smoky a little bit, and their smell also started coming. So I'm going to turn this up. So I'm going to put this in a blender to blend this, make powder. Okay, so now I'm going to divide them in half. So half is here for marination and half is here for sauce. I'm going to make a ginger garlic paste. I chop them roughly, put them in a blender, add a little bit of water and make a ginger garlic paste. So this chicken, I'm going to cut this chicken. So look at chicken drumstick in this size. And don't use chicken breast, there's no taste. Okay, I'm gonna cut them in a smaller size. Like I'll show you how big you can cut them. So see, this is the size. Okay, so also I'm using 2 tablespoons of yogurt. You can use thick yogurt, any kind of yogurt is fine, plain yogurt. And now what I'm going to do, I'm preparing the marination. I just blend this ginger garlic paste here. So add it here. Basically this is garam masala, so we just prepare the masala. If you remember all the powder and spices, half is here and here's half for sauce. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. I'm using like a 1 tablespoon of salt here, mix all together. So now we're gonna add this chicken here. While we're doing this, I'm gonna put this lemon juice also here. You can use the gloves if you want, because sometimes we don't have gloves all the time at home, so just be practical. Nicely massage this chicken. Okay, so now you can keep this chicken in the refrigerator. Cover this, keep in the refrigerator overnight, 1 hour, 2 hour, or 10 minutes. I'm going to do 10 minutes only, because I don't have time right now. Okay, so now I'm going to blend this tomato, and also is this green chili. So tomato and green chili. Okay, so I'm heating this pan here. So I'm gonna add some oil. So I'm using coconut oil. So I'm using at least 3 tablespoons of coconut oil here. You can use only butter here, but I'm saving this butter for sauce. You can use butter or ghee or avocado oil also. And you can use tallow. We run out tallow, we don't have, so otherwise I will use tallow here. Like any tallow, like beef tallow, sheep tallow. Okay, so oil is hot, so I'm going to start frying this chicken. And you want oil to be hot, like a nice hot. Okay, so when you put in the chicken, you want to make sure chicken is like flat and like covering every side of the chicken. So now same time I'm going to make a sauce here. So I'm going to use the half of this butter, and because we are saving some for at the end, we're going to use this at the end. Butter is melting, is hot, so I'm going to add these spices. If you remember all the spices we have here, and plus 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. This is the spices. After 1 minute, I'm going to add all this tomato. So now I'm going to flip this chicken. You can check, when you're flipping them, look how nice color is. If it doesn't look like this, you can wait for a few more minutes. So now we can flip all the chicken like this. I like this part. Look at this. When you're cooking, it might be a little bit like, might get a little bit messy, but don't worry about the mess. You're gonna have nice butter chicken. And I'm going to add some salt here in the sauce, 1.5 teaspoon of salt. So this first batch is done. You can see the chicken nicely red and nicely grilled. So see, there's so much burnt part, so I'm going to scrape this out. But you don't want to cook in this, because otherwise your chicken not going to cook nicely and is going to have like some burnt taste. Now this is second batch. You can add some oil, otherwise you don't have to. And one thing I forget to save some garlic and ginger paste. So there's some from the chicken. I'm gonna add this here too. You don't waste anything. So now I'm going to add some water, or if your chicken stock or chicken broth, you can do that on also. So, but I'm going to do some chicken broth and some water. So now I'm going to add some water here in the sauce, and I have some chicken broth. It's like half cup of chicken broth I have, or chicken stock I'm going to add, and I'm going to add 1.5 cup of water. So one thing, when you're adding this water, I like to add hot water, boiling hot water mixed together. Our second batch of chicken also is done. See? So let this cook for like 10 to 15 more minutes. Then we're gonna add chicken here. So now I'm going to add this chicken into the sauce. Okay, let this cook here for 5 or 6 more minutes. Cover this. If you remember, we have a butter left over, and we have a kasuri methi or fenugreek leaf. This dry fenugreek leaves or kasuri methi, I'm going to smash them, and whatever bigger pieces, sometimes you have like bigger stem there, I'm gonna take this off, or you can even get in your hand and crush them. And now I'm going to add this here. So rest of the butter I put it in the sauce, and little bit butter I'm saving here. Let's cover this and turn this off. Okay, so now what we're going to do, look, so I'm gonna burn, I have this charcoal, so I'm gonna burn this charcoal here. So we're gonna smoke our chicken. It's getting burned. Look, it is getting red now. Same time what I'm gonna do, this butter, I'm going to put it here. See, make a room, just in the middle. Try to put, like this. So because chicken is hard, so this butter gonna melt. But if you don't have, it doesn't have to have, but this smoky flavor tastes so good actually. It's like get some smoky flavor. Okay, it's done. So let's put this charcoal in here. And if you see, start smoking here. Cover this one. You see, you can see nicely smoky inside. So let's take this off. And it's time to eat. Okay, so at the end, if you have a heavy whipping cream, it's so great, but I don't have. So I'm going to use a little bit half and half here, like 3 or 4 tablespoons. Just a little bit richness and creaminess. Let's eat. Serve this with like hot naan or rice. You know, if you don't have naan, you can use rice. Let's taste. Very good. So much flavor. And Azrael, because he said he cannot wait. I asked him to taste testing, so he said no, he cannot wait, so he gonna eat. So he already eating. I said okay, so I will do some taste testing, some chicken piece. So good, so much flavor. I hope you guys will enjoy this video. If you have any question, feel free to ask me. And check out all the link below. Please share with others and like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe my video. See you next time.